Disability Inclusion, and this is episode 6. It's certain. Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Talk Disability Inclusion, and this is episode 6. It's so exciting to be here again, and with me on the show today is Dr. Bernice Oyeleke. She's deaf and will be sharing her inspiring story with us today. I hope you are willing to learn and to be inspired by her story. Okay, now I'm reading the questions. Welcome again. Now, tell us about yourself.
I am Dr. Bernice Oyeleke. I'm Executive Director of Luminous Deaf Scholastic Initiative, LUDEC. I finished study at University of Ibadan for both my first degree and master's degree at University of Ibadan Special Education, and chemistry for undergraduate. For my master, I focused on education of deaf in UI. Finished, that was 2015. Oh, 2015, I finished my master's. So I recently finished my PhD obtained from College University at the
All right. Were you born deaf?
during the treatment that didn't happen. So that's how I became deaf. Before I was deaf. And after that, one, the same regular school continue. I don't miss any class, any education moment. And I never stay at home waiting for miracle or healing. Although we continue to go to lawsuits hospital for more follow-up, check-up to report what we found that I became deaf. I also have balance, walking, not balance that time, but with treatment. So I heal from that and not balance work. But deafness continue. Before I was speaking, after I became deaf, my speech affected not very clear than before, but I continue to speak as you can hear me. So that's how I became deaf.
Quite interesting. All right. So another question I'll be asking is this. Growing up with hearing loss, how did you manage the discrimination? Did you face discrimination in school, at home, in church? Anyway, tell us, how did you handle discrimination? How? Let's hear it.
Question: if I face discrimination, school, home, church, etc. Oh, honestly, I am counting myself very lucky among deaf people. People become deaf later. My experience with discrimination is more for people or later. My primary environment start from my home. My parents, family, brothers, sisters, really wonderful how they react to me becoming deaf. I still remember with fondness my father, mom, but not the time that they start to become, aggressive or angry at me. They were really calm because both of them are believers. They are pastors. They know God can do it. Still, they don't force spiritual feelings for prayer. No, woman pray. And family show me understanding. Really a powerful experience. At the same time, they continue to see me part of family, accepted, included. I continue communicating with speech reading. So they will speak to me and write. They not know sign language myself, not immediately exposed to sign language until later. But they continue communicating with me. Make sure those things I used to do before, I became deaf, I continue to do it so that I can improve in my daily living skill and my confidence to navigate my world as I grow teenager and adult. My family really wonderful and love accepting, training me, and believing me. Most of all, they allow me to make my decision. Like if I want to go to dev school, if I want to do this, they ask for my own opinion. I remember when I got hearing that time, ask how I feel, how if it benefits me. After trying for about 1 year, and then I think about the benefits, how much I came from that hearing it. Yeah, can't reach with it. Just down. I told my parents I don't want to use hearing it again. My mom, that junk. And you sure? I just sure. And I told them yes, because I can. I'm not gonna use this. I know how much I came from it. My parents, go with me. If that's my decision, fine. No matter my age. No. So I received a lot of support from home, church, awesome people, wonderful. Discrimination limited. My school, because I continue here in school, really as I'm known as a top student. Discrimination limited because many of my classmates respected me and respected my opinions. However, we can't please all. I still experience some verbal discrimination, like talking down me, but I stand strong because of what I want to achieve. Where I face discrimination most, where when I want to work, looking for outside, looking for a job, many people dance. How you cope with this? How you cope? That's the real way I face the most discrimination. Before I enter university bottom. So after I enter university bottom, I asked the sign language and my deaf identity, my situation, limited because to improve because I'm now become expert in deaf education. I have a field of interest. Nevertheless, when I work in regular open place, mix of people, sometimes mixed school. There's still some discrimination of people. What can you do or try to take advantage of you? Nevertheless, through all of this, I am African. I'm in Nigeria. I'm born to be strong, to stand strong and focus on what I plan and what I hope to achieve. So, when the day challenge will always come to everyone. I just allow discrimination to pull me down or stop me. I keep going. Eh?
Quite interesting. All right. How has education brought you this far?
Education is the bedrock of my life achievement, my independence. And many of them, I am thankful to people who established deaf education in Nigeria, gave empowerment to deaf people. Because without education, that would have been really, really tough and challenging. Although my family, my mom, not really believe in education and try to give children the best. That's before I became deaf at all. I have great vision. Knowing that to achieve, I must be educated, and God bless me with ability to excel in my education. My weapon, yes, this is how I win my battle. Education, one of my weapons, because it advances me. It makes sure that I'm not abandoned or forsaken to lower bottom parts of this world. I have my field, I have my importance, I have my value, I have where I can contribute to develop society, not just in my primary environment, but also Nigeria and the world at large. Through my education, I'm able to observe problem and find solutions to some areas of challenge in this world. So I believe education is my weapon. This is how I win my battle.
Okay. You studied at the University of Ibadan, finished with great results. Tell us, how did you do it? How did you become so very successful even as a deaf student at the University of Ibadan?
I studied UI, University of Ibadan, and Gallaudet University. I studied both in Nigeria and abroad, America. Note that. And have great results in both places. So, Nigeria and globally, I have relevance in my education. And what I do that? Simple. I do what I love. Yes. Number one is that I love education. I believe in it. I'm not forced me. No one forced me to go to school. It is what I love. And what I see that will give me that placement I want in this world. So that's first step. Then I work on it. So all year long, let you know when I started education at University of Ibadan, I don't understand language. So I was more teaching myself while I learned sign language. I learned sign language interpreter my first year, and I studied chemistry. One of the toughest courses in UI, because people really want me not to take that course, chemistry. But I believe I can. So I read myself, and God help me. One thing is that I can self-teach. Study and help me, and also support of people. I'm type that seek for help. I speak out. I meet people. I ask questions. Oh, you don't mind explaining this to me? I note where I don't understand. Book, very suppose one another. I have circle of friends that read together and teach one another. Awesome. I go to my class. So all of that, I am focused. I limit my involvement. One thing, I don't involve too many things at the same time. So I limit my involvement because I am to invest more time in education and also to watch my health. If I do too much, my health sick. So I limit. I have extracurricular activity I do, but not involved. I'm not that student that involved. You found everywhere. So I limit. Plan. Really, I don't think that I do anything super ordinary. But I do the little thing I do it consistently, and I keep my eye on my grade. Yes. My first year, I work hard, not knowing what it will bring me. But at the end of the year, I had 6.9 CGPA out of 7, and that's best faculty of education for that year. So it's informed that if I really continue with the same momentum, I can stay at the top. So I pursuing. So that's how I do it. The same thing abroad. When I'm abroad, I found what do I need to do? What I need to do, I do it. Create time for that education. Then time for rest, really another thing. I have to put something aside to complete my 4-year PhD program, Gallaudet University, and God bless my efforts. So that's all I do. What any student can do.
You married a hearing man. How did you do it? Tell us about that.
I'm married, hearing, husband. Good, thank God. Oh, I choose him because he can hear. Are you surprised? I don't choose him because he can hear. I, that time I'm single, I spend a lot of time more with hearing friend. As you are, we don't have much deaf people. That is sensitive, filled with many, many things. So, more and more expectation may bring good disappointment that may bring down the marriage in long time. So, good. Not prioritize, must hear, or feel hearing person better than deaf. No, look at the total package. Yes, look at the total package. If it fits your goal, if it's understanding, meet what you want in a partner. All of these are important. Then, if you are the type that comfortable with hearing people, mix of hearing people, so that's will not become problem later or become suspicious. Some deaf way based on their background experience, they can trust hearing people or stay much with hearing people. It involves a lot. Imagine you go to hearing church, you meet hearing people who can't stand. You may feel, but I already know how to adjust myself among hearing people. I'm not saying that I accept shit. No, I not accept shit. But if I also come first hearing people to sing, if they don't know how to sing, I know how to adjust myself. And also remember that I have my own life. I have things I do also. I have my own value. That's my advice. Found in hearing better that match all your criteria other than just hearing. Right? But if your sole goal is that you can hear, maybe you should check yourself. If you still feel bad, if you have low self-esteem because of deafness, then you think hearing person is better than you. Don't go to marriage with that perspective. It will impact many things. Having hearing partner is good if you choose it and it meets your criteria at the same time. Don't feel less. If your partner is deaf and you understand yourself, that's the most important thing. Understand them.
How can we make inclusion a reality for those who are still looking down on persons with disabilities?
For those who still look down people with disability, I really don't know how we can help them. I'm more focused on people with disability ourselves to do ones to make sure that society and government give us opportunity, chance to develop, to acquire as much skill and so much opportunity as possible that support people with disability. But it is when the story change, when people society see more positivity, so that's when their mental rotation and it can be achieved. But when they continue to see people with disability in low estate, in situation of negative diabetes, they will not have change of mind. But when we project our sources, then inclusion can happen. But at least people with disability don't well, come together and support and receive a lot of support from government to likely to grow and achieve everything. I believe when our story of sources is projected, more people can have minded change about people with disability and support them when necessary. Imagine if people with disability are providing solutions to societal problems. That will really challenge the society and help them to project people with disability in positive light.
Okay. Now, your final question. What advice do you have for persons with disabilities who are listening or watching and looking up to you? What advice do you have for them?
For those who still look down people with disability, I really don't know how we can help them. How more focus on people with disability are safe to do ones to make sure that society and government give us opportunity, chance to develop, to acquire as much skill, as much opportunity as possible that support people with disability. But it is when the story changes, when people society see more positivity, so that's when their mental rotation can be achieved. But when they continue to see people with disability in low esteem, in situation of negativity that is, they will not have change of mind. But when we project our sources, then inclusion can happen. Importantly, people with disability don't well, come together and support and receive a lot of support from government to likely to grow and achieve everything. I believe when our story of sources is projected, more people can have minded change about people with disability and support them when necessary. Imagine if people with disability are providing solutions to societal problems. That will really challenge the society and help them to project people with disability in positive light.
Now, your final question. What advice do you have for persons with disabilities who are listening or watching and looking up to you? What advice do you have for them?
My advice for people with disability, ones, work on yourself. Make sure you give yourself enough value as much as you can. Take advantage of opportunity, grow, develop, find problems that give you relevance, important. Fill that gap. Fill that gap. Work on be positive. Believe you can. Get help. Get the tool you need. Maybe your education, skill, training. Never stop. Keep going. Fight. Stand for yourself. This is my advice. Above all, keep believing. Don't feel down. Look for who you can look up to mentor you if you need that. Believe you can do it, and more importantly, be ready to do the work. Don't be lazy. As PWD lets you know you have more work to do to achieve the same thing that people with disability achieve. You do more. Have you heard it before? Let me give example. Suppose in one field you have interest. If it things people with disability 50 grade or 50 rating to achieve it, you are person with disability, you will do more to achieve the same thing, which means you have to focus and positive. Celebrate every milestone. Yeah. Celebrate every milestone. But positive, smile. You know, negativity, don't let it overcome you. You can do it. You believe it.
And so, thank you everyone for joining us today. And this will be the end of the show today. Let us continue to build the culture of acceptance and inclusion everywhere. Whether the person is deaf or not, let us not look at the disability first. Let us encourage them. When we give them an enabling environment, they will surely thrive. Together, we can make inclusion possible, because truly inclusion can be made possible. Join me again next time as I bring to you again another interesting story from another person who lives with disability and are doing great and amazing things in our society. Be inspired. I remain your host, Fumilola Arike Ogun.